December 2026. 4 of the world's most advanced stealth fighters will touch down in Singapore, each worth $109 million, each capable of vanishing from enemy radar. The Republic of Singapore Air Force is about to join an elite club of just 18 nations flying the F-35 Lightning II. But here's what most people don't know. This isn't just about buying fighter jets. This is about Singapore preparing for a future that could reshape the entire Indo-Pacific region. And the timing? It's no coincidence. Singapore's defense minister just signed his name on the wing of the country's very first F-35 fighter jet at Lockheed Martin's production facility in Texas. The message was clear. Singapore means business. 20 F-35s are coming. The first batch arrives in just over a year. And when they do, Singapore's air power will leap decades into the future overnight. But why now? Why these particular jets? And what does this mean for America's closest allies in one of the world's most strategic regions? If you agree that Singapore is making a smart move here, type YES in the comments below. The story begins with a problem every military planner fears: aging equipment in an increasingly dangerous world. Singapore's F-16 Fighting Falcons have served with distinction since 1998. 27 years of faithful service defending one of Asia's most important nations. But in the modern battlefield, 27 years might as well be a century. Here's what changed everything. In recent years, Singapore watched as F-35s proved themselves in real combat across 3 continents. Over 900 F-35 Lightning IIs have flown operational missions against ISIS in Iraq and Syria. They've conducted reconnaissance flights over Ukraine, locating Russian surface-to-air missile sites that older aircraft could never approach safely. When Switzerland and Germany, 2 nations famous for their careful military procurement, jumped aboard the F-35 program after seeing these results, Singapore knew the time had come. Defense Minister Ng Eng Hen put it perfectly when he told Parliament that when Singapore's F-35s become operational, they will put the Republic of Singapore Air Force in the Premier League. That's not military boasting, that's strategic reality. Before we explore this incredible military transformation, I'd like to ask for your support. If you're finding this content valuable, please hit that subscribe button and like this video. Over 98% of viewers watch without subscribing. It takes just 1 second, but it helps us bring you more stories like this. Did you hit subscribe? But here's where Singapore's approach gets truly impressive. While many nations buy one type of fighter jet, Singapore is acquiring 2 different F-35 variants. This isn't about having more toys, it's about having the right tool for every mission. The first wave, arriving in December 2026, consists of 4 F-35B Lightning IIs. These are the Marines' favorite, aircraft that can take off from shorter runways and land vertically like helicopters. In land-scarce Singapore, where every square meter matters, this capability is pure gold. Imagine a fighter jet that can operate from a highway if needed. That's the F-35B. 8 more F-35Bs follow in 2028, but Singapore wasn't done. They ordered 8 F-35A variants scheduled for 2030. These conventional takeoff aircraft carry heavier payloads, 8,160 kilograms compared to the B model's 6,800 kilograms. More fuel, longer range, bigger punch. It's like having both a sports car and a heavy-duty truck in your garage, each perfect for its intended mission. The numbers tell a remarkable story. Each F-35A costs approximately $82.5 million. Each F-35B runs $109 million. Singapore's total investment approaches $2.75 billion for 20 aircraft. That's serious money, but consider what they're buying. Every F-35 is essentially a flying computer network. These aircraft don't just see targets, they share information instantly with every friendly unit in the battle space. One F-35 spots a threat, and within seconds, every allied ship, aircraft, and ground unit knows about it. It's like giving your entire military a shared brain. The stealth technology alone represents decades of American engineering excellence. These aircraft don't just reduce their radar signature, they can virtually disappear from enemy detection systems. But stealth is just the beginning. Singapore's timing reveals strategic brilliance that goes far beyond military capability. Right now, with over 2,500 F-35s on order globally, production costs have dropped to levels comparable with older generation fighters like the Boeing F-15. Singapore is buying 5th generation capability at 4th generation prices. Defense Minister Ung Eng-hen acknowledged his ministry had to deprioritize other projects to seize this opportunity. Smart leaders recognize when timing aligns with necessity, and Singapore's leadership clearly understands both. The training component adds another layer of strategic partnership with America. Singapore's pilots and maintenance crews will train at Ebbing Air National Guard Base in Arkansas. This isn't just about learning to fly new aircraft. It's about deepening military ties with America's finest aviators and technicians. But let's talk about what this really means for regional security. Singapore sits at one of the world's most critical maritime choke points. Nearly 25% of all global trade passes through the Singapore Strait. When Singapore strengthens its air defense capabilities, it strengthens security for the entire global economy. The F-35's combat record speaks volumes about American engineering and pilot training. These aircraft have successfully engaged enemy air defenses that would threaten older generation fighters. They've provided intelligence that saved countless lives. They've demonstrated that American military technology in the hands of well-trained allied pilots creates an umbrella of security that protects freedom-loving nations. Singapore's F-15SGs, which achieved full operational capability in 2013, will work alongside the new F-35s. This creates a layered defense system where each aircraft type brings unique strengths. The F-15SG excels at high-speed interception and can carry massive weapon loads. The F-35s bring stealth, advanced sensors, and network connectivity. Together, they form a combination that would challenge any potential adversary. Consider the maintenance and logistics story. Singapore chose American aircraft because American military technology comes with unmatched global support networks. Parts, training, software updates, and technical assistance flow through systems refined over decades of global operations. When you buy American military equipment, you're not just buying hardware. You're joining a worldwide community of allied nations sharing technology, tactics, and mutual defense. The economic impact extends far beyond military spending. Defense contractors, training facilities, maintenance operations, and supporting industries create thousands of jobs across both nations. Singapore's pilots training in Arkansas contribute to local economies while building relationships that last entire careers. Here's something many people miss. This purchase strengthens America's defense industrial base. Every international F-35 sale helps keep production lines running efficiently, reduces per-unit costs for American forces, and maintains the skilled workforce needed for continuous improvements. The F-35 program represents the largest international defense cooperation effort in history. 18 nations now fly or have ordered F-35s. Parts manufactured in partner countries find their way into aircraft serving allied nations worldwide. Its military cooperation transformed into practical partnership. Singapore's commitment to 20 F-35s sends clear signals across the Indo-Pacific region. Nations choosing American military partnerships choose transparency, reliability, and shared values. They choose integration with democratic allies rather than dependence on authoritarian suppliers. The December 2026 delivery timeline demonstrates impressive program management. Despite global supply chain challenges and the complexity of building the world's most advanced fighter aircraft, Singapore's order remains on schedule. Defense Minister Chan Chun-sing's recent visit to Lockheed Martin's Fort Worth facility confirmed production progress and reinforced bilateral commitment. That symbolic wing signing ceremony wasn't just photo opportunity. It represented decades of partnership between two nations committed to regional stability and shared prosperity. When Singapore's defense minister signs an American aircraft, he's signing a commitment to values both nations treasure. The replacement timeline shows careful planning. Singapore's F-16s will serve until the mid-2030s, ensuring no capability gaps during transition. The F-35s will serve well into the 2070s, providing 5 decades of cutting-edge capability. That's the kind of long-term thinking that separates serious military planners from those chasing headlines. Training integration begins before the first aircraft arrives. Singapore's pilots are already preparing for transition training, studying systems and procedures that will make them among the world's most capable F-35 operators. The partnership with Arkansas Air National Guard provides access to experienced American instructors and proven training methods. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. and why Singapore's decision matters far beyond Southeast Asia. Regional allies benefit from Singapore's F-35 acquisition in ways most people never consider. Enhanced intelligence sharing, improved interoperability, and stronger deterrent effects contribute to stability across Southeast Asia. When one democracy strengthens its defenses, all democracies benefit from increased security. The technological leap from F-16 to F-35 represents more than improved aircraft. It's a generational transformation in military capability. Modern warfare demands instant information sharing, precision targeting, and survivability in contested environments. The F-35 delivers all three while maintaining the reliability American military equipment provides worldwide. Singapore's defense spending consistency enabled this major acquisition. Maintaining approximately 3% of GDP for defense over many years created the financial foundation for strategic purchases, like the F-35. It demonstrates how steady commitment to security creates options when opportunities arise. The F-35's proven combat effectiveness removes much procurement risk. These aren't experimental aircraft. They're battle-tested systems with growing track records of success. Singapore is buying known capability, not potential promise. Now let's dive deeper into the technical capabilities that make this acquisition so significant for Singapore's strategic position. The F-35 sensor fusion technology represents a quantum leap in situational awareness. Traditional fighter jets require pilots to monitor multiple separate displays and systems. The F-35 combines inputs from radar, infrared sensors, electronic warfare systems, and data links into a single, coherent picture. This means Singapore's pilots will have better battlefield awareness than adversaries flying older aircraft, even if those aircraft have superior raw performance specification. The stealth coating technology alone costs millions per aircraft to develop and apply. These specialized materials absorb radar waves rather than reflecting them back to enemy receivers. Combined with carefully designed aircraft shapes that deflect remaining radar signals away from their sources, F-35s can approach targets that would detect conventional aircraft from hundreds of miles away. But stealth is just one element of survivability. The F-35's electronic warfare capabilities actively jam enemy radar and communication systems. While approaching a target, these aircraft can blind enemy sensors and disrupt command networks. It's like having an invisible fighter that can also make opponents deaf and blind. Singapore's strategic location makes these capabilities especially valuable. The narrow waterways around Southeast Asia create natural choke points where small numbers of advanced aircraft can control vast areas of ocean. 4 F-35Bs operating from Singapore could monitor and protect shipping lanes that carry trillions of dollars in annual trade. The vertical landing capability of the F-35B variants opens entirely new tactical possibilities. Singapore's urban environment and limited land area have always constrained military operations. F-35s can operate from sites that would be impossible for conventional aircraft, parking lots, wide roads, even modified ship decks. This flexibility makes Singapore's air power much harder for adversaries to neutralize. Consider the intelligence gathering potential. Each F-35 carries advanced cameras, radar systems, and electronic intelligence equipment. During routine training flights, these aircraft collect detailed information about shipping patterns, radio communications, and potential threats. Singapore's 20 F-35s will generate intelligence that benefits the entire alliance network. The maintenance story reveals another advantage of choosing American military equipment. F-35 spare parts, diagnostic equipment, and technical support are available worldwide through established supply chains. Singapore's maintenance crews will train alongside American technicians using identical procedures and equipment. This commonality reduces costs and ensures consistent readiness rates. International training exercises become more valuable when multiple nations fly the same aircraft type. Singapore's F-35 pilots will train with American, British, Australian, and other allied aviators using compatible systems and tactics. These relationships, built during peacetime training, pay enormous dividends during crisis situations. The software upgrade path ensures these aircraft remain current throughout their service lives. Unlike older fighters that require expensive hardware modifications for new capabilities, F-35s receive regular software updates that add new weapons, improve sensors, and enhance performance. Singapore's 2026 aircraft will have capabilities in 2050 that don't exist today. Looking at the broader implications, Singapore's F-35 purchase represents a vote of confidence in American technology and alliance relationships. 18 nations have now chosen the F-35 over competing aircraft from Russia, China, and European manufacturers. Each purchase validates American aerospace engineering and strengthens the industrial base that supports continued innovation. The timing of Singapore's announcement, just months after successful F-35 combat operations in multiple theaters, demonstrates how proven performance drives international sales. Military leaders worldwide watched F-35s succeed in challenging environments and drew obvious conclusions about which aircraft best serves their national interests. The economic multiplier effects extend far beyond the initial purchase price. F-35 operations require specialized fuel, ammunition, training equipment, and support services that create ongoing revenue streams for American companies. Singapore's 20 aircraft will generate billions in economic activity over their 50-year service lives. Pilot exchange programs between Singapore and America will strengthen military relationships while providing valuable cross-training opportunities. American pilots will learn from Singapore's unique operational environment, while Singaporean aviators gain experience with American tactics and procedures. These personal relationships often prove crucial during international crises. The deterrent effect of Singapore's F-35 acquisition extends well beyond the aircraft themselves. Potential adversaries must now account for advanced stealth fighters when planning operations in Southeast Asian waters. This complicates their planning, increases their costs, and reduces their confidence in successful outcomes. Singapore's careful approach to aircraft procurement, buying proven systems from reliable suppliers with established support networks, provides a model for other nations facing similar decisions. Choose partners who share your values, buy equipment with documented performance, and integrate with alliance networks that enhance collective security. The December 2026 delivery timeline, maintained despite global supply chain challenges and manufacturing complexities, demonstrates the resilience of American defense industrial capabilities. When allies need critical military equipment, American manufacturers consistently deliver on schedule and specification. Looking ahead, Singapore's 20 F-35s will anchor regional air defense for decades. Combined with existing F-15 SGs and supported by world-class pilot training, Singapore's Air Force will maintain technological superiority throughout the 2070s. This long-term capability ensures regional stability and protects the economic prosperity that depends on secure shipping lanes. The F-35 program's international success story continues growing as more nations recognize the advantages of advanced American military technology. Singapore's purchase validates the program's global appeal while strengthening partnerships that make all participating nations more secure. Singapore's defense minister's wing signing ceremony at Lockheed Martin's Fort Worth facility symbolized more than aircraft delivery. It represented renewed commitment between two nations dedicated to regional stability and shared prosperity. When allies invest in American military technology, they invest in relationships that transcend individual transactions.